Hey there, my name's Usman, and I'll be conducting an interview with a couple of employees from the Pokemon head office. The main goal for this interview is to understand the ins and outs of their most popular application, PokemonGo. We will be diving into what the future holds for the application, some of the unintended consequences that it's caused, and how it revolutionized the gaming industry. Each interviewee will be answering a set of questions that I proposed out for them. Here they are.
That's a great question, Usman. So, many games in the industry have started to develop at a very fast pace, with games such as Angry Birds becoming increasingly interactive through the use of touchscreens, zooming in, and dragging, which I'm sure you have heard about. However, Niantic, the developer of the game Pokemon Go, went above and beyond when they thought of augmented reality. They have seriously revolutionized the gaming industry. Players no longer sit around and look at their screens. In fact, there was actually a study that proved that playing the game caused an increase in physical activity by 50 minutes every week, which is crazy. The game has also resulted in huge gatherings of players, new friendships, and has even reduced depression by getting people to leave the house. The most revolutionary aspect of the game is that it's not just a gaming technology, it's a social technology. In addition to this, Pokemon Go has influenced other games in the industry to adopt similar features to attract more users. Last year, the game Jurassic World Alive was released, which followed a very similar structure and format to Pokemon Go. So as you can see, other app developers are using Pokemon Go as their guide. It may not be because it was the greatest use of AR ever, but it has become the game that everyone loves.
We have identified a few distinct areas where the developers of Pokemon Go made their most impactful technological developments, the first of which was the developers' inclusion and deployment of the emerging technology known as augmented reality to a mobile game. Here, the developers excelled through essentially streamlining augmented reality into a mobile enabled system, providing mass accessibility to the technology where there was little before. And while we understand that augmented reality alone wasn't necessarily a novel concept, putting in the hands of anyone who wished it was quite innovative and set the stage for future developments in gaming. The developers also made use of their newly formatted augmented reality technology to re engineer gaming norms as a whole and to create the industry's first truly mobile gaming experience. Here, developers harnessed the location based augmented reality technology to change gaming's traditionally stationary nature and to make a game that's wholly based around mobility and activity. In doing this, Pokemon Go transcended gaming culture and became a global sensation, attracting individuals from a broad spectrum of demographics and enforcing a new set of standards on gaming. This encouraged people to be social, be active, get outside, and explore. And this is something that had yet to be capitalized on to this extent in gaming.
That's a great question, Usman. In the early development stages of Pokemon Go, Niantic's team, they took around 2.5 years and they sent their team to geographic locations all over the world, and they created Pokestops for users to locate and collect these Pokemon. So we can see how they strategically planned out a unique idea, and that is why it took the world by storm. When they initially released the game, they didn't have many features and they didn't even boast a glitch free experience, and this is what caused a lot of their potential market to drop out. However, with further development, they ended up raising their performance to a level sufficient to satisfy mainstream customers, and that's when they really and truly took over the mobile game industry. And these tweaks are what allowed Pokemon Go to truly disrupt the mobile game industry and become the number one application in this market. So it's very evident that unique and highly innovative products which can be easily tweaked and further developed, these are the products that have the most potential to be disruptive innovations.
In terms of potential threats, actually we received numerous complaints about trainer from public. And there are three major types of threats. The first is trespass. There are many cases of trainers trespassing onto private properties. However, please be aware that some states allow their owners to shoot the trespasser on their property after a certain of time. Another issue that arises is that trainers are interfering with the general public, as some of them playing the game while they were driving. There was an accident in Baltimore where a user crashed into a parked police car. The perpetrator kept driving until police pulled the vehicle over. Furthermore, criminal offenders have utilized the game to commit a crime. NBC News report a group of 4 armed robbers were arrested after adding beacon to a Pokestop to attracting players to come near them while victims are busy playing the game. So trainers, please be aware of their safety.
Thank you for asking that question. It's a good question, but we get asked that every single day by all our stakeholders. What's next for Pokemon Go, right? To answer that question, yes, we are currently working on 2 different things that will take Pokemon Go to the next level. The first one is working with companies and help them get more business, essentially promoting their business, right, and drive more sales. How we will do it is we'll systematically put Pokestops in different locations of companies that we're working with. So when users go to collect incentives from Pokestops, they're essentially visiting stores, restaurants, etc. Secondly, we'll integrate Pokemon Go with fitness apps and the Apple Watch so that users can see how much activity they've done daily while playing Pokemon Go and how much daily goals they have left, right? So these 2 things, if implemented correctly, they have the possibility of taking Pokemon Go to a new level and expand it beyond its current state.